Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max. As you all know, Money Earning Mount Vernon Zone is in the building
Come
here.
on.
Niko Brim.
What's up, bro?
I like the hat that you got
You
on. White Sox?
Yeah, White Sox Negro League patch.
Oh, that's rare. I've heard about the Negro League patches and the hats that have been going on.
Bags, man. So, I had to get this. Shout out to my boy T Marks. I'm staying from the Bronx. He has a fire fitters.
Oh, he's got the whole collection. He's the one that's
Yeah.
distributing them out in New York.
Yeah, he has a whole line where he does all types of patches on the hats. You know what I'm saying? He has big gun hats, whole gun hats, Rockefeller. He's just been killing it. And he did this one, Black History. So.
But I want to welcome you to this show as I did before, because you're a true MC. Not everyone can do what you do. Not everyone can rap with the bars. Not everyone can do it, because I'm someone that I'm not too into the mumble rap, the trap scene. And I've heard you speak about it before, that as it's okay as long as they're feeding their families. And I get that. But then there's a certain aspect to it, whereas I want them to feed the families by doing it with real hip hop. Let's push our pens a little bit more.
Yeah. I definitely feel you on that. It's like, I do want to see people push their pen for sure. And it's like, at the same time, it's a give and take, because, I also know as an artist how much time you put into it. So it's like, some people, they get it, and, it's a misuse of the power and the position that they have. You know what I mean? It's like a wrongful cosign. So I feel understand where you're coming from too. But, it's like, when you're holding your people down and stuff, but I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's so hard. It's a thin line.
It's like, man, I feel what you're saying. And I do feel like hip hop now is at least on a right turn with artists like myself and, even like the Isaiah Rashads and, Saba, Kai Cash, Ruben, Vincent, Damani, who's actually about to drop at 12 o'clock tonight.
That's right. I was hearing about that.
Yeah, JID. It's just great to see, like, I feel that we're making a good turn,
It's taken a while. I think bars are back. West Side Gun, he's dropping tonight at midnight too. Griselda, that whole group. Dave East, he's nice.
Yeah, Griselda is fire, bro. Shout out West Side Gun, Benny and them, bro. They're killing that shit all the way out in Buffalo, man. That's New York, you feel me?
You got to get on a track with them.
That's like the next thing that I'm trying to get, bro. From the production style to everything, bro. I feel like we just match. Like, we got to get in there. Like, we phone it now. If it happens, everybody got to remember this interview.
Derringer, you got to get on that Derringer beat.
Yeah, I gotta get on Derringer. You feel me? Mad Max prophesies it.
Yeah, you already know. But you are a boom bap fan, that backpack boom bap, and you love neo soul.
Yeah, facts for sure, bro. Those are like two of my biggest inspirations.
100%. And there's the artists that you listen to growing up, not in any order: Jay-Z, Nas, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson.
Facts. Hey, bro, you wanna know what's crazy? We were just having a conversation. First, we was talking about our top 10, and everybody whose name was in my top 10. We were talking about your top 10 greatest artists of all time. My first two artists was Mike and Bob, bro. Like, I wish my bros was here. We was just having this conversation. That's crazy you brought that up.
I'm curious to hear where the inspiration draws from Bob Marley, because not everyone brings him up, because you're an MC, hip hop artist. Where does the reggae aspect come into it?
Well, I think that the reggae aspect a lot is like in the rhythms. You know what I mean? That show up in the music and also show up in the lyricism. You know what I mean? There's specific rhythms and patterns that correlate between, not just Bob, but like you're saying, that whole reggae and Caribbean music scene, And I think, like, for me with Bob, was what I loved about him, and, what I look to emulate is how unapologetically he spoke his truth and his beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like his truth and his beliefs without, feeling like he had to compromise anything. And like through that, he became a superstar. So it's like, I think it's, from the big impact on me was who he was and how he stood on his art, like, shout out Bob, man.
1,000 Pictures, book 1, 1,000 Pictures, book 2, Feared. I mean, can it get any better than that? But I think on this new EP that you got coming, Before the Throne, we're going to get some more of that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I've been spending a lot of time working on this EP. And I brought a lot of the people that I've met on my journey in to, like, get on this EP. With book 1 and book 2, a theme that both of those have is there's not too many features on it.
That's right.
On this EP, I'm looking to open my palette and bring more people into my creative process. Just, like to rub shoulders, and, it's always a competitive, thing, you know what I'm saying? So I like to get on tracks with other MCs and do my thing. So I feel like Before the Throne is gonna have a lot of that. It's definitely the next level, you know, from me.
Yeah, you got to bar them out. That's for sure when you get on these tracks. But East Side, that song was crazy. SO.6 was crazy.
Yeah, South Six. Yeah,
South
absolutely.
Six,
Named after my block in Mount Vernon. Facts.
crazy.
Yeah,
Who's the
man.
artist that you looked up to?
Your research, bro. I'm really feeling this interview. That's
Yeah.
fire.
I'm underrated, but I do my research. That's for sure because I gotta come with it in my interviews. I'm not gonna ask you. Oh, so Niko Brim, when did you start rapping? I already know you were 6 when you started writing. So
yeah, bro. Like, so yo, what's crazy was I started writing like around the same time I learned how to read. You know what I'm saying? Like from the time I like started like reading and writing, I just was like putting words together. But then it was something that was more so as a hobby, back burner type shit. Then in high school, I used to have like my notebook and shit on me. And like I would just catch inspiration in class or just being out with my niggas. And I would just write.
high school
And then,
ciphers.
yeah, and I was gonna say the high school ciphers really I feel like what kicked off my rap career. Like it used to be at lunchtime and shit, and like we would be at lunch and we'd make the circle and everything, and like whoever they put in front of me, I just rip them. You know what I'm saying? And we like would leave our school and like pull up with other niggas at their lunch. You know what I'm saying? And rap with them. And my boys just kept telling me, yo, you gotta get in the booth. And shout out my bro Mikey, because my nigga Mikey was the first one to really like push me, and then you know, the rest is history, man.
Can you
so
recall?
We touched the pen on, but the hip hop starts in high school, I feel like.
100%. Can you recall the illest freestyle cipher that you had in high school?
The illest freestyle cipher I had in high school? Yo, it was at lunch. Yo, I was with my nigga Steph. Yo, shout out Steph. And yo, it's early high school too. That's crazy. This is probably one of the best ones, early, like freshman year, bro. And like, you know, we all at lunch. We chilling and everything, and like somebody was talking about, oh, I got bars, da-da-da. Niggas was in school talking about they got bars. I'm like, I got bars, nigga. Fuck what everyone else is talking about. I got bars. So it was like, yo, at lunch, yo, we all gonna, you know, get outside the cafeteria. So I'm like, all right, cool. Lunch coming up. I'm poker face, so I'm like unfazed. We go downstairs, and then we got this circle, bro. I'm talking about, it's like 300 kids, bro. Like 300 kids. This shit is just packed. And it's just me and him in the middle of the circle. And then like he goes first and he's cutting my ass and everything like that. And, you know, that's just giving me more time to think of shit. So, and then he keeps going. And then I go, start flaming the whole crowd from the inside to the outside. It's like, oh, da, 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 da. And then one of the teachers pulls up. I'm thinking we about to get in trouble. Hey, yo, bro, this teacher, this white man, yo, Mr. Poacher, salute to you, bro. He pulls up to the front of the cipher just to get a better look. He ain't even stop it. And so me and him kept going back and forth. And then, you know, we ended up being like, we're great friends to this day. But like, I feel like that was one of the illest ones. And I had a similar one like that in college. I went to college for a year. But yeah, man, that was definitely one of them ones.
Which college did you go to?
I'd rather not even say, but
I
was in Connecticut though.
Oh, I'm actually from Connecticut.
Word?
Yeah.
Look, I was in West Haven.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
You feel me? So I was like New Haven area, you know. So I went out there for a year. And then when I was out there, that's when I feel like I really like kicked off with like the music. And in that year I just decided to get up out of there. You feel me?
Connecticut's underrated because this is where Max B and French Montana really started to come in their early days to push their music.
Yeah, yo, I think that a lot of artists that are from New York definitely owe it to CT and Jersey, you know, for like a really big push and support with what we have going on. Like I remember even like some of my first shows that I was doing, you know, because high school is high school, you know, it's more like showcasing and shit. But some of the first shows I really got to do were out in CT. You know what I'm saying? And CT always showed that love and like in a positive way, was kind of like gatekeeping to make sure good rap got this shine, you know?
Exactly. Did you perform at Toad's Place in Connecticut? Yeah.
I did perform at Toad's Place, bro. I performed at Toad's Place on A Black Woman Created This tour with Rapsody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rapsody. I know Rapsody is a mentor of yours.
Yeah, bro. Rapsody is like my big homie, bro. Like completely has taken me under the wing and given me the ins and outs of the game. You know what I'm saying? In hopes that I would apply it to be the best MC of my generation. So shout out to rap, because like she holds it down on a different level. So
100%. You even said top 5 with the pen. 100%.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like lyricism, bro, all the way, bro. It's her, K Dot, M, Andre, 3 Stacks, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in that cloth, bro. Like it's crazy. And
Andre
that's your OG. It's like you gotta come with it. Like,
Andre 3 Stacks, another inspiration of yours.
Yeah, facts. I fuck with 3 Stacks. I fuck with Big Boy too. You know, Outkast just in general. Yeah, I think that, you know, like their whole swag was just different. I fuck with them.
They got to get back together. They keep dropping stuff on solo time, but they got to get back on that duo time, which was Outkast back in the day.
Yeah, bro, because people sleep on Big Boy too, bro.
Both
of them eating everything. Like, it was outrageous. But, you know, respect to them, man. Those are goats, right?
When the down south rap was actually lyrical and great content. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But one of the first freestyles that you did was over a Knife Wonder beat. How was it to actually eventually work with Knife Wonder?
Yo, you want to know what's crazy, bro? And that's ill that you brought that up, because it's still one of the most surrealist moments in my life. Like, at the same time, you would think it's expected because of how early I was, you know, inspired and impacted by what he was doing. But then it's like, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. Maybe I get to see you one day and I just share that with you. But to be able to go down to Jamla and like rap on Ninth beats, you know what I'm saying? And work so closely with him, man, it's like, yo, don't let nobody tell you you can't do what it is you're trying to do, man. Like, you know, so salute to the whole Jamla family too, because everybody over there at the Soul Council and people that are working, you know, behind the scenes, they're all just like, it's like a corner of like a pure hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get any of those in the game. So for them to be there and to like hold it the way that they do, and to even be in their space where they create all of this shit, bro, it's like, it's a bucket list. Check off the bucket list, bro.
You think you would be able to link up with Pete Rock ever? Because he's from Mount Vernon.
He's from Mount Vernon. Yo, I've been trying to link Pete, bro, for like years. I've been trying to link Pete for years, but like, you know, Pete is one of the OGs. You know, he's one of the greats, and you know, sometimes getting in the studio with them is not always easy. So, you know, I'm not really taking it no type of way. You charge it to the game. I just know that when I get in with Pete Rock, bro, it's gonna be a special moment for Mount Vernon. You know, like, I think I'm the hardest rapper coming out of New York, and I just feel like with him being from Mount Vernon and me being from Mount Vernon, both of us together could just make a moment.
And I think that with this new EP that you got coming out here, Before the Throne, I think this is really going to set the game on notice, because I think it's great that you took a pause at the same time from book 1 and book 2, because now you've evolved for over, I think that you haven't dropped since 2018. I mean, you dropped singles in between, Bonita, a couple months ago, but this is your first project in a while. So now it's just, this is how I've evolved over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly how I feel, bro. I feel like it's an introductory to, like, you know, a new mindset, you know what I mean? New version, shedding skin, whatever other way you want to explain it. But it's definitely that. And I figured, you know, coming with an EP just to, like, you know, kick it off 100% in the right direction, but, you know, give people something to digest, get familiar with who I am and what I have going on. And, you know, right after this, we have so much music. You could imagine after all those years, bro. It's like, you know, so much to work with. So I just feel that now more than ever, this is just the right time with where I'm at, you know.
You're tapped in with Ross Swish. You're going to be expanding to the Brooklyn drill movement. What appeals to you about the Brooklyn drill movement?
You know, I feel like, well, shout out Ross Swish and shout out Trackmasters, you know what I'm saying? Because Trackmasters sanctioned me to be over there and I was able to cook up with them. But yeah, I mean, I fuck with drill because drill it's another way of expressing yourself. Like, and not like in a cliche way, but if I want to get more specific, I'll say I love the fact that they took that British English drill scene, that UK drill scene, and then they took, you know, the drill scene from Chicago with the content, you know what I mean? And these kids that live these day-to-day lives, they're putting what they see and what they know. And it's kind of like just this ill mesh that I feel like Brooklyn just does so well that, you know, it doesn't really get further outside of there. Although I know Bronx got a drill scene now too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I just fuck with the drill movement. Like, I just love to see the art coming out of New York.
And look at the notice that it's getting, not only from Pop Smoke, but Fabio getting recognized by Kanye. And I heard Kanye is going to be producing his next album.
Yeah, you feel me? If Kanye keep up his end of the bargain. But what I will say is,
exactly.
You feel me? Favi gave him one of the hardest verses on that project. Favi gave him one of the hardest verses on Donda, for real. Yo, Favi went crazy. When I was in jail, I was low key. Yeah. Bro, he went crazy. And that's another thing I feel that although drill can be repetitive, you know what I'm saying? It's like there are artists in drill that are really nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it confused because they're on these beats that they can't get on off the grid with Playboy Carti and Kanye West and still not deliver. And I feel like that's kind of what I see in drill. Like, you know, they really are still rapping.
I think New York is really taking the whole hip hop scene by storm because West Side Gun and Conway did make Keep My Spirit Alive.
That's Keep My Spirit. Yeah. I mean, and that's another thing too, even with West Side and them, you know, being from Westchester, I'm from Mount Vernon, you feel me? So it's not, even though it's right there by the city, it's still not
the city because we know how MCs are. You got to keep it within the boroughs.
Yeah, in the boroughs, you know. So if you're looking at niggas that are out in Brooklyn, they're looking at us like y'all are upstate. So, you know, Buffalo is even more upstate, 6 hours or however far it is from us. And so it's like, you know, for me to know what it's like to not be necessarily from one of the boroughs, you know what I mean, and kind of have that chip on your shoulder as like misrepresented and underrepresented on the New York hip hop scene. And for them to take it to where they took it to, it's like that shit is crazy inspiration. You know what I'm saying? They come from a whole nother side of New York, bro. It's like a whole different place. You know what I'm saying? But it's still New York at the same time. But I'm emphasizing the difference to let you know that they're really putting on for where they're from. And so it's like to see them do that, I'm just looking to do the same thing for the 9.
100%. And speaking about boroughs, we got to get into a true MC from the Bronx who is the son of one of the greatest MCs of all time, Big Pun, Chris Rivers. That's someone that you want to link up with on a track, go bar for bar with.
Facts. Yeah, yo, you want to know what's crazy? First time I met Chris Rivers, bro, I was probably like 19.
Wow.
At the radio station in Yonkers, and we went back to back, like going back and forth, bro. Like, and it was crazy. Like, I'm like, yo, this kid is crazy nice. And so we were going back and forth, and then, you know, we've kind of like kept in touch. You know, it's always love. You know, he's a great dude, and I'm just looking to actually get on wax and lay something with him, bro, because he has this, you know, the talent that he's coming with, you know, is generational, evidently. But I feel like he takes it to such a unique place. Like, I just got to get in with that kid. Yeah.
Another artist that you're looking to work with is Neek Bucks.
Yeah, facts. I fuck with Neek. Yeah. You know, like I definitely want to get in with Neek. I met Neek a minute ago too, and like to see him, you know, rise to where he's taking it to us, you know, a salute to him.
I'm looking forward to this new EP. How many tracks are you going to have on it? Because it's been a while, so I'm sure your fans they have their interest peaked. They want to know how many tracks you think you're going to have on here.
Yeah, all right. So here's the thing. It is an EP. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be too many tracks.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I won't say exactly how many we have, but it won't be too many. But I promise each one is going to do it. You know, it's like we're doing a small sample size right now, but we're going to come with the full joint.
I think you were planning on dropping this in February. Is that right?
Yeah, I was March 1st.
March 1st.
I was going to drop March 1st, but I was in some sort of like situation, just like, you know, with business and things just were happening at the same time that I was trying to do that. And it was just a conflict of interest that didn't allow for the rollout to go the way that it had to go. Fast forward, here I am now. A lot of that stuff got handled and situated. I'm doing my thing. So now the music could come out, you know, and I'm also like, I'm kind of happy that happened because in the long run, I was able to make more great music that I ended up picking for the EP, you know.
So you had to change out some of the songs that were on the EP with ones that you thought were harder.
Yeah, like I feel like I might as well, if we were gonna wait, you know what I'm saying? Might as well give people some of the new sauce. Like, fuck it, let's just do it. And so, you know, shout out to my bro, Prezi, CYN president. You feel me, my bro V. He's like, you know, been like a big help on the back end, just making sure everything is hot and everything is, you know, how it needs to be.
I'm looking forward to this, man. And we got to get in. We got to get into what you did for Juneteenth. That's important, making that a holiday, but making a statement with the pair of sneakers. The sneakers that were a big statement in making this a holiday too.
That's a fact, bro. Yo, bro, I was such a huge sneakerhead growing up, bro. it was crazy, bro. Bro, I went to a high school, you feel me? I went to Iona. So people know like Iona is, private. So I was in rich kids, bro. We was selling sneakers, all types of shit, bro. Like for real, I was hustling from early, you know what I'm saying? Like selling sixes for iPads and shit like that. So I used to go to a lot of releases, all of that type of stuff. And then when it was time, fast forward to Juneteenth, and Miss Opal was looking for a way for all of us to collab. And I felt that with her doing her walk for freedom, right, and doing her marches, me also being a sneakerhead and also realizing what sneaker culture and that space it holds in hip hop. You know what I mean? It was like, I thought that would be a dope meeting point for us to like come together. Cause she's 70 years older than me. So it was like, I wanted to find a place where both of our messages could like, coexist. And I felt like this sneaker was just like the perfect thing to do. And they ended up going.
Yeah, it was an important thing. I think that brings a lot of the youth together too, and helps them. Once you bring sneakers into it, they're going to pay more attention. I guess.
Yeah, facts, bro. I know I paid more attention when niggas brought sneakers up. For real, so it was definitely dope. And then, like I was saying, to be honored at Sotheby's at their first ever hip hop auction, and to be in there with, the sneakers to the left of me was Drake's, custom 4s from back in the day. And like just seeing the company that I was in was just legend, bro. Like it's a W.
The Drake first Lil Wayne Jordans, remember those?
Yeah, facts. Come on, bro. I was tapped all the way in, bro. I'm telling you, I was prime time, midnight release. I'm with it. If I got a thermos, cup of noodles.
Sitting outside till those doors are open.
Yeah, bro. I was big on sneaker culture. It was crazy.
You feel as though the sneaker game has kind of died down over the years? Because I remember being in high school and constantly getting up on the laptop once the Nike releases came out with Jordans. And I'm a big Ewan guy now, but I used to be really into the Nike game and Air Jordans. But do you feel as though that the sneaker game's kind of died down a bit in recent years?
Yeah, I think it died down because it got watered down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that it became less of more like a sneaker culture, and it just became a wave that people were using to kind of like validate being fly. You know what I'm saying? But it was like really like a lot of us sneakerheads really fuck with kicks. Like, I was one of those people. I had sneakers that I wouldn't wear because, they were like antique to me.
I'm the same way.
You feel me, bro? Like, bro, I had the KD4 Year the Dragons in the.
I know which ones you're talking about.
For years. I finally brought them out. You know what I'm saying? But when they came out, my Concords from when they came out, bro, I probably wore them one time. The original ones from 2011, bro. Like, I still got those upstairs. So like I'm on it now. It's too many people, like, and I feel like it just got watered down. And I feel like they started coming out with a lot of different versions outside of the retro for Jordan and outside of the main Nike sneakers that we all fuck with. And a lot of that extra stuff it just got too much,
I agree. I still got my Space Jams and Flu Games. Never wore them. The Concord Lows. I got the Kobe. The Kobe 9 or Kobe 10s with the high ankle ones. I got the All-Star ones that glow in the dark. The Gumbos.
Yeah, bro. See, bro. I know. I just seen every sneaker you talk about in my head, bro. Yeah. I was on that. That was a wave, like. And, even when like foam posits was big, you know what I'm saying? And like I had the cough drops. I had the electric blues. I remember I pulled up. Because remember I told you I'm selling sneakers and stuff. I remember I traded electric blues for someone's metallic reds. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Galaxies were dropping, all of that. So, but the Flu Games, Space Jams, Concords, those are some sneakers that we both named that are like antique classics, bro. Like when you bring those out, you can't do no wrong.
If you were to sign a contract today, if a sneaker company came to you and said, Niko Brim, you're going to be a popping rapper soon. We want you to sign to our company. Who would you want to sign with? Have your own sneaker.
Nike.
Not
gonna lie. Nike, bro. Like I fuck with Adidas heavy. I'm a soccer fan too.
Okay.
I fuck with my course is basketball, soccer, boxing. You feel me? So it's like I fuck with soccer too. So I like Adidas. But man, those Nike shoes, those blueprints are just different, bro. So like I would sign with them, and I would do some crazy off the wall fly shit. You feel me? But that's what I'm rocking with.
We got to get into quick sports talk. Then we're gonna get back to your tour with Rhapsody. Basketball. You mentioned you're a big basketball fan. Being from New York, are you a fan of the Knicks, or are you like Big L and never was a fan of the Knicks?
Shout out Big L. I never was a fan of the Knicks. What's crazy, bro, is I don't know where you're pulling this type of shit from, but I remember I told you I was doing the top 10.
That's right.
We did top 10 lyricists, and I picked Big L. My man thought I was bugging, and I played that freestyle.
The 98 freestyle.
This is probably like 2 days ago. Yeah, that's crazy that you brought that up. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Knicks, bro. I actually grew up a Celtics fan.
Okay.
I grew up a Celtics fan. But at the time I'm coming up, it's KG, Paul Pierce, Ray. It's the five. So that but then my brother was a big LeBron fan, and then the Celtics and the Cavs have ultimate beef. But then man, LeBron was just great, and I feel that once I became a fan and appreciation for Bron, I really just haven't associated too much with teams, but I'm more so just with the talent. I like to just see great basketball be played. But growing up, I was a Celtics fan.
Respect. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not wearing the Knicks stuff tonight because I can't wear orange and blue every night. It's rough, but I respect that you're a Celtics fan.
Yeah, bro. The Knicks was they just weren't growing up in New York, bro. Y'all are misrepresenting. They've been for a long time.
He's going for that.
Yeah, but it's what it is. I would if the Knicks got nice, I wouldn't hate on the Knicks being nice. I'm from New York, but
they were nice this year though, to an extent. They didn't make it out the first round. This was the first time that they were nice in years. Julius Randle really put on a show this year.
Yeah, Julius Randle is nice, bro. Julius Randle is nice, and it's great to see them doing that even after the trade with KP. You know what I'm saying? And him being over at the Mavs, because KP was also eating on the Knicks. And I feel like now he's kind of taking more of a role over
on the Mavericks.
On the Mavs. But, to each his own. It's great to have young talent like that over at the Knicks. So I feel you.
Let's get back to Rhapsody. You were able to go on tour with Rhapsody. You're networking. Who was the most important person that you had a conversation with a person that you networked with on her tour?
One of the most important?
A important piece of advice that you received from someone on the tour.
Rap gave me the advice, but I would say my first tour night, I got to meet DJ Premier.
That's legendary.
Yeah, to meet Primo, and just to share conversation, you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff is just legendary. You know what I'm saying? It was absolutely legendary. That blew my mind. But yeah, Rap gave me a big piece of advice on my show. What was crazy was as I went on the tour, it was my first tour. So each time my show was getting better, but I was getting the feedback from her. You know what I'm saying? On how to keep up in my show. And
she wanted you to act like a legend. She said, try to act like a legend.
Act like a legend. Yeah, bro. I was on some young hype shit, bro. I was on some by the end of my performance, the first time, my shirt was off. Jumping, you know what I'm saying? I was ready. Yo, let's go. She taught me how to really use my stage presence in a more powerful and impactful way, and not just relying on my energy. Because relying on energy is different than relying on your stage presence. And so there was a whole bunch of distinctions like that she put me on to throughout the tour. And eventually, by the time I did my last show in LA, LA was my best one. So, shout out to her. And it was just ill traveling the world, bro. I'm a New York nigga, bro. I did not ever think I would be in Vermont. No. Not ever think I'd be in Montreal. You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought that growing up. And so it was to get exposed to the world and have people around the world resonating with my message, and is it's a dream come true, bro.
I bet you can't wait to get back out on that tour life now that the performances are allowed to be going back again. Despite COVID, we're still in this pandemic, and you've been an advocate for it. I read in one of your articles, that you mask up and you sanitize. There's a lot of people out here not following the rules, and this is why we have this thing mutating, and who knows when we're going to be completely free of this thing.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know when we're going to be free of it, man. COVID is not it's not anything that we should be, playing. I think is a game. It's bro, we got to get up out of this. I'm trying to have the world back open. I can't keep doing all this extra, and now it's a new variant, and people are getting sicker quicker, all types of shit, bro.
Insane.
It's a lot, bro, man. Yeah, yo, be safe.
Yeah.
Look, God bless everybody.
You got that right. And speaking of Premiere, you got to get in that BET cipher. You got to get on that.
Get on the cipher bad. I've been fiending to get on the cipher, bro. I've been fiending to get on the cipher. I've been fiending to get on XL. I feel like, bro, like there's a very small percent of up and coming rappers that can fuck with me.
Yeah.
It's a small percent of up and coming rappers that can fuck with me. Respect to Marlon Craft, respect to Ruben Vincent, Kai Cass. You know, these are all Damani, certain people I know that are up there. But bro, it's like I want to go out there and like really put on for hip hop and like let them know that this shit hasn't died. I feel like sometimes the OGs lose hope in our generation. And it's like, nah, bro, there's still gonna be heavy hitters and impactors in the game. We just gotta get our just due.
I think the OGs, I think they see what you're doing right now already and they respect you. But once they really see what you're about to do,
yeah,
they're gonna be wanting you to get on their records.
Yeah, facts, bro. And it was crazy, like, you know, ninth in rap was kind of like a gateway to that. You know what I mean? I eventually was able to work with Guru, you know what I'm saying? And like all these other like Crisis, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in the booth with all different types of people that I would have never thought that I would get on the booth with. And, you know, they definitely are respecting my pen. And like you're saying, it's just about getting the just due. And, you know, it's like you can't rush anything. Like it all just happens when it's supposed to, bro. You know, I'm still young. I ain't 40.
No.
You know, I'm not even 25. So, you know.
Griselda also proved you could be 40 and popping.
Yeah, 100%. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. After this interview, we just gotta stay in touch, bro, because I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
I've been saying a lot of this shit you're saying. I've been saying, bro. I was talking to my niggas. I'm like, bro, we can't give up, nigga. I said Griselda is 40.
That's right.
I'm a passionate talker, bro. I'm that type of nigga. You feel me? I'm passionate. I get involved.
I could tell.
Yeah, you feel me? So, bro, there's no way that we should ever feel like we should give up when they spent, you know, all those years putting on 30, 25, 20 years in the game, bro. And y'all just getting y'all just due. And look at the flowers they're getting, bro. They're already considered great. It's like, bro, anybody can do it anyway, anywhere, anyhow.
It's insane, the industry, just how it is today, because it's really disgraceful. It's a slap in the face to the art of hip hop, the cinder blocks that these record labels put up for MCs and artists that have actual skills.
Yeah,
it's absolutely so hard for an MC to showcase their skills and even make radio, get an interview, anything.
Yeah, and you know, I think like the big point of what you're saying is that and so they're putting people who are not familiar with the culture and also don't respect the culture. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to you, but there are a lot of white people who are in positions.
I have a theory on it. I'm gonna tell you. I think there's some white people that got in here and wants to dumb everything down, and they don't want black people to have a voice and start speaking out about things such as what Public Enemy was, KRS-One, the conscious rap.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I feel that it's like, you know, and you know, there are people who are white like yourself that really have a love and appreciation for hip hop and understand it. You know what I'm saying? And salute to you and everybody else who is also going in white spaces where we're not privy to and putting people on. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you for playing your part as it pertains to the situation that you just talked about. But it's like, yo, bro, with a lot of the people that are in these positions that are A&Rs that are going into these places, they don't understand that hip hop is not a stat sheet, bro. You can't go based off of the numbers. It is an art that is about the feeling, the message that's being conveyed. And the moment where someone who is not familiar with the culture and what that feels like to know that this is a record or this is talent, the first thing you're gonna turn to is something that doesn't lie, which are numbers. But just because numbers don't lie, it doesn't mean that numbers are the full description of what's happening. Like there are certain things that are great, bro, that you can't put into numbers, bro.
No.
You can't put that into numbers. Jay-Z and DMX battle rapping in the park to later on getting on tracks together. You can't put that on stats and what that means. But it's an important moment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as hip hop continues to rely on the numbers, we're looking at music to move numbers and move algorithms and not move the hearts, mind, body, and souls of people. And that's the biggest fucking problem.
Preach. Preach. This is what every young artist, every young MC, they need to say what you're saying, because there's not enough of it. And then the record companies, like I said, these radio stations are not bringing you guys up for interviews. It's a shame, and it's a disgrace to hip hop, and they shouldn't even be in these seats.
Yo, you want to know what's crazy, bro? And it's like, and I noticed that, like, so, you know, when I'm trying to, because I'm in a space now where I'm not like at the very beginning from where I started, but kind of like an interim period, you know, like before I turn like a real corner. So I'm like, I noticed some of those people that are there are looking at what I'm doing, and because it's not, you know what I'm saying, maybe 2,000 comments underneath the post, and I don't got my dreads colored, and I don't got guns in my videos and shit.
And you don't got colored teeth and tattoos all over the face, and you're not wearing a dress.
Exactly, bro. Because I'm not reaching out to lend a helping hand, and I'm like, man, it's so unfortunate that it's so, there's so much classism also in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And they're not giving voices to people based off the material things that they have, as opposed to the talent, inner knowing, and ability that these people have. And it's just like, bro, it really is a disgrace to hip hop. And I feel that a lot of the people that are in those places, it's like, I just can't wait where there's more people like yourself and other people who are in these positions of power who can really shine a light on what needs to be heard. And I feel like we're not too far away from that, bro. I really feel like it's gonna only a matter of time before we really start seeing that on a consistent basis. So
too many yes men up at these radio stations, too many people that don't even know the pioneers. I just did an interview with Grandmaster Kaz last night, and that was impeccable.
Bro, too many of those, bro. Too many motherfucking dick riders out here, bro. Just riding the wave, and too many people looking at music as like a quick lick and just trying to get their bread up. And that's the other side to what I was saying, where I understand your juxtaposition, because it's like, yo, bro, like, you're just doing this for the bread, and you're watering down all of this shit. And you got kids and people looking up to you and being inspired by what the fuck you're doing, and what you're doing is crazy. You probably don't even really live that way. You're just saying it facts. That happens a lot too. So it's like, shit is corny, bro. I feel you. Like, there's definitely certain things that are corny. And then I also like to keep a positive, because like I said, as much as we can talk about this, we could also break down the people who are out here doing it justice. And, you know, it's an evil world we live in.
You got that right. And it's too many yes men, as I said before. It's a shame, but you're going to be one of the artists to break that mold out here. As we have the bars are back, as I said before. In New York, it's pretty apparent that everyone wants the bars back. A lot of people do in New York City.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the consensus.
You can feel it, bro. Culturally, like, people are wanting to hear the bars, bro. And look, and I'm not even talking about beat selection, whether you're boom bap, whether you're drill, whether you're whatever the fuck that's in between what I just named. People want to hear you rap, though. And I feel like that's just like, I love it, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
And so I like, can't wait to find more like-minded artists that are doing what I'm doing. And then that was another thing I'm seeing. Yo, I had to go back to what you was just talking about. And then niggas in the positions that are putting on all this bullshit got the nerve to hit socials and stuff and be like, yo, y'all need to be more original. But y'all don't even shine a light on the niggas being original. Y'all always ask about original. And y'all never shine a light on the niggas that are original.
Nope.
Because you still in the back of your mind, to be in your position, you kind of was a dick rider. And you was doing what was hot. And so now you're going also based on numbers, white, black, or indifferent, going based off numbers and finding people that just got numbers because they doing lit for the moment shit. And you're not doing your due diligent research, and you're not willing to stand on and back up artists that are dope and that would actually really benefit from your cosign, and that you would benefit from too, because niggas is nice and y'all not doing it. That's a problem, bro.
Like, another thing too is that the yes men was saying that, oh, boom bap is dated. That's washed. Well, hold on. Trap is washed. We've heard this for years. Yeah. It's time to get back to the bars here. Why don't we get back to conscious rap? Pushing pens, bringing the bars, the rhyme skills. You can't even recite a quotable anymore. It's Google Play. Let me go to Google Play.
Yo, that's dumb funny facts, bro. Like, the quotables are just becoming less and less, bro. Less and less. And that's funny, because even when I be hearing certain shit, I'm like, damn, like, what am I gonna take with me? after I just heard that. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna remember? Like, well, word, bro. It's definitely time to go back to the conscious shit. Like, it's definitely time for people to start pushing their pens. And I feel like the world is in such a like a crisis state that I feel that it's like we need people pulling from those deep places and sharing that shit, bro. That's what's gonna get us through all of this.
And speaking of conscious rap and lyricists, who are your top 5 underrated lyricists, dead or alive?
Underrated or not like not my favorite?
Underrated.
Okay. Look, I'm pulling up my list.
You're pulling up your list.
Right
underrated, because everyone goes, "Oh, what's your top 5 favorite rappers?" I want your top 5 underrated lyricists,
up
dead or
until
alive.
recently, it was Kiss was in that conversation for me. But now Kiss is getting his flowers. It's shout out because he's from the 9 too. Kiss, Most Def.
Okay.
Black Thought.
The Roots.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Lauryn Hill. I was
Education, the Fugees.
Come on, bro. Who would I say is my 5th underrated lyricist? Because like, is Andre 3 Sacks underrated?
He's brought up a lot.
He's brought up a lot,
but he's not brought up like Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, the top 5s that you usually get. Jay-Z. He is in top 10s though. I hear him a lot in top 10s.
Yeah, I would say underrated. Because I mean, if he's top 10, I don't feel like he's underrated. Being top 10 is the greatest gift.
Oh yeah.
But I probably would say like Rapsody. On there. So I said Most Def, Kiss, Black Thought, Lauryn Hill, and Rap. My most underrated lyricists. Honorable mention, like Lupe.
Okay. Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's definitely in the building on that one. You know what I'm saying? Big L too. I feel like Big L doesn't really get the shine he deserves. Big L, another honorable mention on that.
And shout out to Big L. And we got to get into, you have your YouTube series, The Underdog.
Yeah, my five was 30 though, right? You fuck with my 5.
Yeah, I did.
Making sure, yeah.
Of course. Oh no, if I didn't like it, I would have let you know.
But yeah, I would say yes. So I was working on the Underdog series. I was originally a part of the Before the Throne when I was coming out with it March 1st. And then like I said, all the other shit happened, right? So then fast forward, I'm like doing in like a new way. It's called it's like just like my Before the Throne series. And so it's like my Before the Throne series actually got kicked off with Belief, which I dropped this Monday. It's like a short think piece on belief. And so pretty much with Before the Throne is, it's that position between like, being the underdog, but still having all the accolades to be at the throne. And a lot of people could relate to that from sports and music. And so it's like, I started this series where we have these like short, almost like mini docs, like maybe 2 minutes, where I'm just breaking down like, belief and how that manifested to this Before the Throne moment. You know what I mean? And the others episodes will be released as time goes on, but Belief, the one I just dropped. But yeah, it's pretty much just like another angle for you guys to get to understand the music. You know what I'm saying? And the journey that inspired it. So, that's really where that series came from.
Fire. And it's very creative, especially for a young up and coming artist trying new ways and being innovative and creative to get their music heard and out there and to know more behind the music. That's important. Yeah,
exactly. I feel like it is one thing I loved about all the artists that I like binged over. Like I remember when I heard ADHD, then heard Rigor Mortis, and I was just able to dive into his interviews and all that other stuff just to understand who he was and what the perspective that he was coming with, And so I just want to be able to do that for my fans and anybody else who might be inspired by me that's also making music. Like, I want to bring y'all into my world. I'm one of those people, like, I'm not a social media person all day, but I understand that it's a tool that I've been using lately. But if it was up to me, bro, I'd be behind closed doors 24/7.
A true MC.
But like, I'm like, nah, let me show people. So
let me actually live life.
Yeah, let me live life and let me share some of the things that I may not share with people. And let them know, like, yo, this is why we created it. This is what we're doing. This is what led to this. Like, those explanations go a long way to people that want to hear it.
Yeah, you got that right. Before the Throne, what is the significance of this title? Does this have something to do with Watch the Throne? No, because I know Kanye is a big inspiration to you.
Yeah, Kanye definitely is a big inspiration to me. And he's all over the place, man, but such a big inspiration nonetheless. But yeah, Before the Throne really started because like I felt for a while because of my position, like, you know, my family is, you know, part of the cornerstone of what created hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And so with those big shoes to fill, I feel that for a lot of the time I was the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, being this underdog and, you know, feeling like there was a lot more that I had to do just to get the stamp, you know, just to get the cosign, just to get the love. And so it's like Before the Throne is like, you know, before I take this last step of really solidifying where I stand in the game, I wanted to share that perspective because I feel that whether you come from what I'm coming from or whether you're coming from the hood and you just feel like, you know, you're being overlooked or wherever you're at. And if you ever had that chip on your shoulder, I feel that this project was a representation of that feeling and where I was in my life. You know what I'm saying? That led to the throne. I hope I explained that well.
You did. I know you probably can't give the date out, but are you looking to drop the EP by the end of this year?
Yeah, I'm chilling. I plan on dropping. I'm dropping in October.
Okay, so a couple weeks.
I'm dropping. Hey, bro, I'm dropping. It's definitely coming out first 10 days of October.
That's Niko.
That's fire. What's going on? Nice to meet you, bro.
That's fire.
Yeah. So yeah, my phone just pulled up.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah, I'm definitely dropping first 10 days of October. I'm saving the date for like, you know, to announce it the right way. But we're coming ASAP, bro. Like it's already up in the distributor. Like, you know, we're not waiting on no mixes.
No. I'm gonna get that in the rotation for you as soon as it drops. But Niko Brim, is there anything else you would love to let the audience know, your fans know that you have to promote here today?
Yeah, I'll just let them know that I got 2 singles out right now. King of Diamonds and No Lies. They both got visuals out that are on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Before the Throne is coming way sooner than y'all think. You know, it's right there. And you know, when y'all get the EP, just know that, you know, it's a much broader palette of music that I've worked with. I've always known for doing the bars, and I got the bars in there for y'all for sure. But there's, you know, a much more expansive vibe that I hope everybody could get in tune with. And, you know, y'all fucking with me, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm Niko Brim on social.
You got to let them know where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter, of course, at Niko Brim.
Yeah, I'm at Niko Brim on all social media, on everything. Twitter, Instagram, you know, all that. Facebook, wherever, Apple Music is all Niko Brim, NIKOBRIM. You know, all the content lives over there.
Crazy. I'm looking forward to it though. Before the Throne, drop it soon. Bro. Stay tuned.
Yo, yeah, bro. I'm gonna hit you after this so we could just, you know, exchange contacts and stuff. We just stay in touch, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Niko Brim, I appreciate it, man. And you're always welcome on the show. I got you. And you know, we're gonna exchange information after this and, you know, keep in touch with whatever you got going. I appreciate what you're doing. You're a true MC and you're pushing the culture forward to where it needs to be, not the garbage, the true art form.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, bro. Much love always.
No doubt, Niko Brim. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Stay safe.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You too.
Yeah. Peace, man.